Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be doing hot topics, and joining us, we've got my girl Danielle.
Yeah, welcome to the
idea. Yeah. So let's go.
Okay, I'm going to kick it off. Is AI the death of life as we know it? What do you girls think? What's your opinions on AI?
So AI is now being listed as like the end of humanity. Like it's quite dramatic when you listen to it on TV.
Yeah.
It's a bit dramatic, but we was talking the other day about this in the group and saying how you can use AI to literally get relationship counselling. So you can go on to chat. Is it
Chat? We actually did a test, guys. We did a test on Chat. Chat GPT, right? Yeah. We did a test. Because tell the story. There was an article, wasn't there, about a woman who asked.
So it was Daily Mail article. And a woman literally asked a AI bot, she went onto an app and she said, should I get divorced? Like she asked it, should I get divorced? And the advice was basically to get divorced. And she did. She actually followed it to forever.
Oh my God.
What, it actually said yes, go get a divorce. It essentially is basically AI, the devil.
Yeah.
That's what
agreed, yeah. So then what we did whilst we were speaking into the group chat, we was like, oh, that's a bit silly. So we asked AI some relationship advice, right? And basically we were so taken back by what it said. I'm just going to try to get it up quickly, actually.
Personal, like it literally gives you like human. You would think she was talking to a person.
It's absolutely scary though, isn't it, when you think about it? It really is so scary.
My Snapchat, I thought, who's
watching
me? That's what fam, that might was all right there. Like straight over the world. It's like literally. Obviously, it's useful, like, and stuff like that. I do think it will be useful for like educational reasons, stuff like that. But I think when you're bringing it into your human experience, that's scary. Drop out the emotional side of it.
Yeah.
But
I was trying to find
stuff like that. Email's great. I think if it can help you.
Yeah. So it literally, the advice that it gave was very in-depth, very emotional. We asked about a relationship dilemma, and it really came like it was your mum or your auntie sitting there with years of wisdom, and it really did take us back a little bit. If anything, I'll get maybe be able to add a screenshot somewhere on the system or something, and we'll show you guys the experiment we did. You guys, I'm a big AI fan.
We know. I'm
a big AI fan. I do think it's really great. But the thing is with AI as well, is it is advanced, but it depends. It really does depend on your ability to use it as well, because there's only certain prompts. And I know there's a lot of people in the creative industry that are pretty worried about it right now, because they're like, it could take script writers' jobs. It can, it can go in the music industry, all that type of stuff. But what will start to happen is AI can only feed off of, obviously, what's already circulating within the system. So if people start to purely use AI for creative outlet, then we're not literally going to be creating anything new, because it can only take from what's already been submitted.
Yeah, it's going to take over. You can't see the woman that marries an AI husband. No, honestly. A woman in America, of course, has been married and AI husbands. There's like pictures, selfies of like an AI wrapped around her. She's having a whole relationship with an AI.
Yeah. Can you turn him off? Because like that's the positive, isn't it? You know, to turn it off. Turn it on when you know. You know.
Yeah.
There's people out there. It's an actual thing. There's people out there marrying the Eiffel Tower. There was a woman, but she's left him for a fence now.
Oh, what?
Eiffel Tower for a fence. So yeah, it's weird. I do think it has an element to be dangerous, and I think it could be if it's left unchecked and goes out of control, because it will eventually start to outthink us. So I think it's dangerous, as in it could destroy humanity level. But I think we're okay for now.
For now, computers are taking over the world though, and they are replacing us for like jobs. So like even in the supermarkets now, they're all them self-checkout. Yeah. That's literally how many people's jobs are taken away from a computer. And in factories and all that kind of thing. So it's been brilliant.
The Amazon robots and things like that, isn't it? Yeah, Amazon robots and stuff.
Have drones delivering everything soon.
Yeah,
I like technology. I like the way it's going on.
Yeah. I
And
quite
as a blip,
like it.
that's the thing that worries me. You know, like the technology's good. You know, it's getting very high tech, but there's a blip in something, and we're relying on it. That's the worry about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's the.
I don't know, but decided on that.
Yeah, I did. But once we're on the fence, we're on the one that she got married to.
Yeah.
Don't like sure. Let's go on to the next one then. You got the next. So Father's Day is for fathers. Go on, take this one, son. Yeah. No, I was just like let the fathers have their day on Father's Day. I see so many mums putting up shout out to me today. I'm the mum and the dad, and the mum and the dad. Let them have their day. What do you girls think?
Yeah.
I saw a tweet, right, that said the reason that Father's Day is not celebrated as much as Mother's Day is because most people don't have a dad and Mother's Day, and mothers are more present, right? But then I sort of looked at that to say, well, shouldn't it then be the opposite? I don't believe that's that anyway. I think that was a bit of a thing I think that was a bit of a dumb thing to say. But yeah, at the end of the day, we need to have equality. And like, there are plenty of mothers that actually do the job of that single parent. But the reality is you can't be a dad when you're a mum because that's a completely separate entity. You may single parent, you may take care of like a lot of roles and stuff like that. But like, when your child doesn't have a dad, they don't have a dad. So, I mean, I think it can be a little bit, I think it comes from a little bit of bitterness sometimes, and resentment, because it's just sort of like, well, I should actually claim this day too because I'm the one who's doing all of the work and trying to get an appreciation.
They want to, the fathers, no matter how well you can do the role of two parents as a single parent, you could never replicate as a mother what a father will do or a father figure. Because let's be real, like there's lots of absent dads, but then we can have stepdads, granddads. So my girl, I've got this. My girl's got their granddad. My girl's got their granddad hard because their granddad is like a key, and their stepdad is a key person. So it doesn't have to be your actual father. Yeah, I think Father's Day is recognition for the men who are raising children. And Mother's Day. So now everything is our day, yeah?
It's ridiculous. No, it's
what do you
ridiculous.
think,
No, exactly what you all said. Like, Father's Day is for fathers, or the father figures of the children's lives, and Mother's Day is for mothers. Don't take it. Don't take it. That's it.
Christmas is Christmas. No, it's not like that. You know what? You do look bitter when you're up there with the stories. Like, it's bright and you just look bitter.
Don't let
it make you bitter, because we all know what single motherhood's like, and it is tough. Yeah. And you do think, like, nah, do you know what I mean? Mother's Day, but what, you know what? And your children let them see it either. You sit here and say, what an absolute piece of shit my kid's dad is, right? Yeah. And I could throw that up online on Father's Day, but you're going to make your kid feel some type of way. There's no need to do it.
And do you know what people seem to forget? Like, I don't know if this might hit a nerve. Like, people sometimes get into relationships and have children, things don't work out. But people need to remember at the start of it, the majority of the times, not always, but you was in a relationship with that person. Do you know what I'm saying? You laid down with that person.
Yeah, so
that's what in a sense, like, do you know what I mean? I know, like, people, obviously, you might not get on once you end the relationship. Like, there's all different realities of things when relationships end,
Yeah.
But, you got to remember that you was with them and you was happy at one point. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can't make that 100%. You lay down with them, and you make your bed. Do you know what I'm saying?
About that accountability.
Yeah.
Everyone's here screaming, deadbeat this, deadbeat that. But actually, if you chose to get yourself pregnant, because it is a choice.
Definitely.
Accident is still a choice you made.
Yeah.
There's no good. You knew what that man's about when you met him. I'm sorry. But you have to get pregnant. You've had enough. Actually, it makes you look like you were unable to make informed decisions and good.
And also, you know what? And also, we've got to separate. Being a shit partner is not the set. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be a shit dad. Yeah, I always go on about my dad. He's a Vinny as well. Like, do you know what I mean? And one thing my mum always said is, your dad wasn't the best partner, but he was the greatest father, and that's all I could ask for.
My dad wasn't the best boyfriend, but he's a bloody good dad. So by Father's Day, I'll put up a nice post. So shout out to all the amazing dads out there. Shout out to all their dads. Well, if children need a father, fathers are really important in children's lives.
Yeah, they really are.
And of course, there's going to be circumstances where they're not able to be around and stuff like that. But like we were saying, like other male father figures are important and stuff.
I think so. So I know we're a week late, but happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. We got a father. Next topic.
So Andrew Tate has been charged, and his brother, right, as well, isn't it? Yeah. So what do I think about that? Do you know what? It's a bit of a techie one, to be honest. So many people supporting them and saying they're being set up as a big conspiracy and stuff, but then you think, but there must be some sort of evidence, isn't it, for them to be charged? I don't know. I don't feel like I know enough about the story, enough about the evidence to make an opinion on it. I guess we'll have to wait and see how it plays out.
Yeah. I think Andrew Tate has openly said that they went to Romania because of the judicial system and the fact that they could pretty much get away with quite a lot of things there that they couldn't get away with in the UK. Not exactly sure what he was referring to.
Did he see
what he was planning on doing there? But I think he was just like, the Romanian way of life is just so much more conducive to the way he wants to live. So he's gone there, and now you're under this Romanian law, which I don't know how. I mean, in England, one thing I will say is you will actually get a fair trial. It might not always go your way to things like suit you, I suppose, but I think here there are a lot more stringent processes, and I think over there the fact they can hold you without even having evidence on you in the first place is wild. So who knows what they're doing to them? I don't think we know enough to say whether they have actually done.
Yeah, I don't know enough of the evidence. I haven't looked at the evidence to be able to make a decision, like make a opinion on it, give an opinion on it. But what do you think, Dan?
Same. I don't know as much. Like, there's not much that I know about it, so I can't really speak on it. You know, I don't want to say the wrong thing.
That's what he said though. That he does meet girls. He does pretend to be their boyfriend, and then he does get them on webcam in. He said that somewhere.
The Loverboy method. They have one about how
He has openly said that he does that, which
He
effectively
denied that on the BBC interview. That was one of the things that the interviewer brought up.
he did say it.
Yeah.
Definitely seen a clip of him saying that. I think they even brought that up. I think they showed it. So I guess if we look at that, I mean that is grooming, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Exploiting somebody because you're effectively tricking them into thinking that they're going to have a relationship with you, and then you want them to make you money through selling sex, selling sex, really, webcamming and prostitution, whatever. So I don't know. I don't want to say if he's done those things that he's done, he's disgusting, isn't he? So I don't want to make her just like
So I think
opinion on it.
So here's what I think. So first of all, I honestly don't know whether Andrew Tate is guilty or whether he is not guilty.
Yeah.
I think with situations like this, we need to take out how we feel, separate what we think, and concentrate on what we know, right? So I don't know if he's guilty, and I don't know if he is innocent. One thing I do know, however, is that the media, and when they make someone a villain and when they focus in on them, that's something that I don't trust. Another thing that I observed just through watching his content as well is, I don't know, it sort of seemed a little bit like, what springs to my mind is this is a sort of gameplay that sort of happened before. Have you guys heard of Julian Assange?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Julia, just for the benefit of the viewers, Julian Assange is actually currently in prison in the USA, and he's the founder of WikiLeaks. And so WikiLeaks is a website for whistleblowers to upload information. Now, about like 10 years ago or so, there was an ex-army person called Chelsea, and Chelsea uploaded loads of confidential files. And basically, those files showed American soldiers committing war crimes, right? He did it, he reported on it, and he told the truth. Now, with Julian Assange, they've had him, because he went against the government or because he reported on the truth, right? They went to take him down, and there was a big thing about it. But also what they did is they slapped a load of sex crimes on him as well. But basically they never come to thing because they were made up. So I worry, like I said, I don't know if he's guilty or if he's I feel like he says a lot of inflammatory things online, as well. And I honestly don't know. But one thing I do know is I don't trust the mainstream media, and I don't trust who it's run by, and I don't trust every narrative that is spun to me. And I really feel like that when the world is trying so hard to silence someone or to take them up, that makes me question it.
Or wasn't there women that had come forward and said that he'd done those things to them? What did it, like,
there was. But then also with what she's saying as well, do you know how easy it is for people to be paid off? I know it sounds silly because it's such a high, like, of course, you know, then it can happen, you know. It's worrying, but yeah, so that's all. That's like, I just don't go round around. Yeah. That's how we are. So I do feel like an episode. Oh, just quick. Yeah. So yeah, no, I don't feel. Yeah, no, it's fine, babe. It's fine. I'm going on. Drop the mic, cleared. No, yeah, I do. No, I do worry, and I not worry, but I do think critically when it comes to media and mainstream and government officials making someone a villain, because I know that they're villains. So, and also just watching Andrew Tate's content at the start when he was doing the inflammatory stuff, it didn't seem like they were picking up on him. But when he started to speak more about political issues and when he started to speak about the Matrix, that's when I saw all this happen. So for me, it's like, okay, so he's been making content for X amount of time, but now you're here. But now as soon as he starts speaking about the Matrix, he starts speaking about things, and he has such big influence, right, on so many people. I think that's worrying for bigger governments. So I think this is less about Andrew Tate and more about, I think there's a bigger issue at hand here. I don't completely believe everything that's sort of going on. But yeah, I don't know if
when someone gets too powerful, then they are a threat to...
Yeah. So like, what he's speaking about and what else does he know? That's what they're worried about. And what else is he going to say? Let me take him out quickly before. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's move on.
Yeah.
So recently, a TikTok star from Belgium faked his own death and then turned up at his own funeral. Listen, when I see him hop off the helicopter, I was like, yo, this guy is mad. But I'm not gonna lie, that's like I'll probably do
that for real.
Definitely. Yeah, but you know what? Like, does anyone know why he did it? Because he wanted to see who really loved him and who really cared for him. And he said, wait, don't leave it until I'm dead to show me you care about me. And do you know what? A lot of people do that. You don't hear from family members, do you? For years on end. Then they want to turn up at your funeral.
Yeah, when it's too late, you know?
You know why I'm here. Yeah, no, don't bother turn up at my funeral.
He was basically just trying to prove a point. I think he felt a bit unloved. And
it's pretty extreme, but that is true.
Yeah, definitely extreme.
The family will kill me for doing it. Oh my God. I thought we were smart saying though. If I wasn't dead when I jumped on that aeroplane, my mum would have freaking buried me in that grave. And that's the lit. I would ask it.
No, it is. But it's, a bit of a dramatic effort. So do you know what I'm saying? Like, it really is.
Yeah. How do you feel like the people around him view their relationship now? Do you think they've got the thought of thinking they actually lost him?
Yeah.
I think they appreciate him.
I reckon so.
I would have been so mad if that was someone I knew. I'd been so angry for them for putting me through that grieving process. I think I'd have to take some time away from him.
It's quite a selfish thing to do in a sense, isn't it? Like, for yourself. You're doing it for yourself, basically, because you want to know how much you're loved by everyone, but then you're not thinking about the other people, how they're feeling. Like,
impacts that
definitely. Yeah, he had children. I think so. I think they might have been older. Yeah. It's still feel.
It's not cool.
So their dad thinking they've lost.
I'm like,
how long has he gone for? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know how long.
The time to the anymore.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. That's mad.
Yeah,
it really is.
Living his best life. Girls, this is a curveball for everybody, but I just wanted to touch on it. The Titan submarine that's gone missing, since this is common news, and they've apparently run out of oxygen today, or maybe they've imploded at the bottom of the sea, who knows. Did you hear about the Billionaire song has been out at like Blink 182 concert?
Yeah, see that.
I think that's insensitive. Like, your stepdad's missing in the middle of the ocean.
Is it stepdad?
Yeah. I think it's his billionaire stepdad, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think even in I think some people have more money than sense. Like, I'll be honest with you, because that exhibition was extremely dangerous, and there was a lot of
doing.
There was you know what they were trying to do? They were trying to get the treasure from the Titanic, right?
Yeah, they was
trying to get the treasure. That was the whole point of the exhibition. That's why it's called the Titanic Sub.
I didn't think they would send out. I didn't think they could claim stuff.
Well, I said that was down to
yeah. So exactly. But they didn't eat. Sorry, darling. The mad thing about it is the Titanic is, say, just over 3,000 feet below or something like that. But they knew that the submarine only went. Well, some people only knew that the submarine only would go down just over 2,000 feet or something like that, when they knew the Titanic was much further down. So the fact that they still risked that, did they know? Like, I know a couple of the people knew.
Yeah.
But then the other people that was getting in to go on the that's also no.
So rich, and you got too many yes people around you trying to make it work. But you know what? I have a little theory, and I don't know why, but I slyly feel like it's being swallowed by a great whale.
because I didn't.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Whale.
I know usually like I'm based with a lot more logic, right? But this is complete feelings, right? I had it as I was reading the story. I was like, because they were saying how it was like an hour and a point. It lost contact at like an hour down, and I was thinking, what if it was just? Oh God, that was it. Because
all I know, if my man was on that submarine, I'd be finding it.
Yeah.
I agree. I'll be like, not a bit of peace and quiet. I don't know. I'm saying.
Coming like the Prince in Ariel when he's going down and they kill the dude, and then he's like, Ursula, that coming to the
But also as well, the fact that there's a big story about this. Yeah, it's bad, but it's been allegedly there was a lot of illegal immigrants that got from going from Greece to the Canary Islands, children, families, but their story's just been wiped out by this, you know, which is quite sad, you know. But if you're missing, that's bad. Money. Like, talks, isn't it, you know?
Yeah.
That's it.
I would have never got into that goddamn submarine. Like I said, more money than sense.
I think the loss of any life is sad. When you're signing a waiver to say you know that there's a high risk of you dying, and they don't have any, they're bolted in from the outside, 17 bolts. You can't even open it if you bobbed up to the top. Like you're trapped in it. You'll die even if you was at the top. They're mad.
Scary.
Yeah. More money than sense.
But let's send love to all the immigrants who died that day as well. Immigrating as rest in peace, trying to get to a better place, and they haven't been covered by the mainstream media because they're immigrants and the other people are rich and powerful. Yeah. So shout out all over out them. So like we said, but obviously every loss is a loss. We appreciate that, but let's treat everyone equally. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
That's it then for today.
Thank you for coming, Danielle.
Oh, thank you so much for helping me.
Make it back again.
I will.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to us. Bye.